Good morning from Hong Kong, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are watching this from. My name is Tom, and this is Global Sources Live Sourcing Talk and a brand new episode of Supplier Stories. Today, we are talking all about socks and hosiery of all kinds, how to source it, why to source it, and of course, when, plus some useful tips on upcoming trends and things to know for best practices. Before we begin, I would like to remind you that right now, Global Sources, globalsources.com, and the mobile app is running its Go Sourcing special event in which you get discount vouchers worth up to $200 for placing orders through the direct order page on the app or website. And you also get double Sourcing Club rewards points for doing things like placing orders or sending RFIs, requests for information. So while you're watching this, maybe open a second tab and or get your phone out and go and check out the ready to order page and see what you want to get. The promotion runs, it's already running and will finish on the stroke of midnight on August the 1st. That's Hong Kong time, so do your own time conversions. Anyway, mandatory promotion aside, what we have for you today has been kindly helped with by the Taiwan Hosiery Manufacturers Association, THMA, as we are referring to them around the office for short all the time. And they have been tremendously kind and helpful in assembling our featured suppliers who will be not only in this episode, but also in upcoming Global Sources live episodes. Analyst's Choice, another Supplier Stories in, I think, a month or so. And to be bringing you all the insights you need to be sourcing socks, pantyhose, all kinds of hosiery, and the best practices that you need to know about. So I will be bringing on our guests very soon. We have reps from QueenTex and the Smart Hosiery Company Limited and the Taiwan Hosiery Manufacturers Association itself. I'll be introing those guests shortly. One last thing before we begin, though, and that is that you need to help us. Well, you don't need to help us, but you'll get more out of this if you do. Please drop comments in the designated area below this video while you are watching. If you have, for example, questions for our guests, then that's the place to put them. This whole Global Sources Live thing is designed for us to be able to give you the answers to the questions you have. And we can make our best guesses as to what those would be. We can highlight the issues of the day, but the best way to find out what you need to know is if you tell us. So drop a question in the comments, or just a hello, or where you are watching the video from. That's all welcome as well. Now, I think it would be only fair to begin with the Taiwan Hosiery Manufacturers Association. So if I can just get to my control panel, I'll be bringing on Diane Chen. And there we go. Diane, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. I'm Dan.
Hi, yes. Yeah, thank you for joining us today. I know you're very busy, so thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us. Where are you calling us from today? I'm in Hong Kong. Are you in Taipei?
Taipei, Taiwan.
All right, great. And how's the weather there? I know there was a bit of a typhoon warning over the weekend. How did that turn out?
It's sunny.
It's sunny. All right. All is good again. That's great. Well, so to begin with then, Diane, if I could ask you, would you be able to tell us, give us maybe a bit of an introduction to THMA? Tell us what does it do, and perhaps a little bit about your job as well.
Oh, yes. The THMA has more than 60 years history. Most of the members are in Tsao Township, Changhua County. The association acts as a bridge between industrial and the government. Purpose recommendation for various policies, strive for the rights of members and activity assistance business to explore opportunities in the world, in the global.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fantastic. And well, actually, I have a you've already sent us a bit of an informational video about THMA. Shall I play the video? Okay, I'll do that. Just a second. Here we go.
Socks are one of the daily necessities that we take for granted. Unintentionally, we don't really pay attention to them. The reality is that we spend most of our lives with them. In the hometown of Taiwan Hosiery, Zhanghua Shito holds Taiwan's economic output value of 4 billion orders. Evolving from the manufacturing of socks to a world brand, MIT's hosiery products are now internationally renowned. Marketing in more than 100 countries around the world, we provide the best care for every pair of feet. From the first cup of coffee in the morning, our yarn is made from coffee grounds. It not only can absorb odors, but also shields from UV damage. Functional compression stockings are made with gradient knitting design, which provides progressive segmented pressure. Our design prevents varicose veins and slows down the accumulation of lactic acid. The 360-degree elastic socks are non-slip, keeping your socks up and free from constant readjustments. No matter your pace, calm or urgent, they can make you confident in every step. In casual, relaxed moments, doll up with a pair of lace stockings. Taiwan's lace net stockings are made with exquisite, unique knitting techniques. They shape your legs perfectly, showing you a distinctive style, which makes you stand out from the crowd. Even during sport activities on weekends, our breathable and comfortable socks are equipped with excellent antibacterial wicking effects and medical stress-reducing effects. They also comply with the 3R principle: reduce, reuse, and recycle. At the same time, they make great efforts to improve health and the environment. Taiwan's hosiery industry is at the forefront around the world, with PET bottled recycled sand, bamboo charcoal yarn, cool sand, and graphene fiber, as well as others. Regardless of production capacity and product stability, we excel in every field around the world. In recent years, we have become more diversified and customized to react more quickly to the ODM and OEM orders from every country. We provide the best products and services in the world, corresponding to functional special fibers. And based on various needs, we manufacture all kinds of practical socks. Whether it is dyeing, rich and colorful hot stamping technology, or combined with sophisticated embroidery changes, every pair of socks undergoes strict and meticulous quality control. It is also shipped internationally with a capacity of 1 pair every 3 minutes. Taiwan Hosiery pays close attention to every detail. Our innovative deodorizing and sterilizing material also has Protomos certification from SGS, Intertech, and Textile Industry Comprehensive Research. Every pair of socks goes through an elaborate and exquisite manufacturing process. Behind every step is the trace of experience and represents the pride of the entire Taiwan hosiery industry. With the honor of the hosiery industry, from daily necessity to material development, and from Taiwan to global marketing, we are inextricably linked to each other with every strand of thread. We develop the soft but invincible power with the generational effort and heritage. Taiwan's hosiery industry pursues the combination of functions and environmentally friendly fibers, customized professional services, and value the importance of social responsibility. We provide design and development capabilities for innovative socks, while building the strongest competitiveness in the industry. Taiwan Hosiery Industry invites you to the future together.
Wow, that was a lot of information. So we'll be coming back to, I guess, a lot of the contents of that video later in our chat. So thanks for sharing that with us, and we'll have more questions for Diane later on. But before we do that, let's get the next of our guests on from a hosiery company, which is Yvonne Chang of QueenTex. Hi, Yvonne. How are you?
Hi, hello. I'm well. How about you?
That's great. I'm very well, thank you. And where are you calling us from? Are you also based in or around Taipei?
Yes, I'm calling from Taipei, Taiwan.
Excellent. Okay, and so you're here from QueenTex. Obviously, this is all about hosiery, so I think we know in general what QueenTex makes, but could you give us an intro to your company and maybe tell us a bit about some of your, I was going to say more unusual, maybe it's more special or exceptional products?
Sure. Our company's name is Six Companions. QueenTex is our brand name and is well known worldwide. Our factory was founded in 1966. We are the leading manufacturer in legwear and bodywear in Taiwan. We have more than 50 years experience. Our brand name, QueenTex, means Queen of Textiles, and the 3 J's in our crown symbolize our insistence on quality, sophistication, and fashion. Our factory has nearly 300 of the best knitting machines, including Russell web knitting machines from Germany named Maya, a circular knitting machine from Italy named Martec, as well as various fishnet knitting machines. And our factory is also equipped with various machines for dyeing, finishing, molding, packaging that comply with the highest standard in the world. Every process of the pantyhose making is finished and controlled in our factory. In particular, our factory sells 2 yarn coupling divisions. One is the air yarn coupling machines, and the other is the traditional yarn coupling machine. We purchase yarn, twist yarn, wave it, knead it with consistent procedure to specially produce various hosiery products. We have strong abilities in research and development. We can blend the yarn ratio efficiently depending on the customer's needs. And we are responsible for the production quality, the production flow, and timing delivery. With long and mature experience in the hosiery industry, high quality and innovative technology, QueenTex has built a reputation and deep relationship with many international hosiery brands. We have been the designated major supplier to many global corporations and brands. QueenTex provides quality hosiery products all over the world and over 70% of the U.S. market. The USA is our main market, but we also cooperate with many brands from European countries, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, and Asia. And our expectation is to be the best in the hosiery market. Thank you.
All right, fighting words from QueenTex. Now, actually, Yvonne, before we went live this morning, you mentioned you might like to show 2 or 3 products. Do you want to do that now?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
As you can see behind me, we can produce lots of pantyhose or the socks, and we can also produce kind of sexy body wears. This is very popular nowadays, the rainbow color style. And lots of customers nowadays launch this kind of new items. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And in the tradition of all intros, I also have a little video from QueenTex, which, if it's okay, I'll just play now before we bring in our 3rd guest, who's waiting in the wings from the Smart Hosiery Company. But first, a little bit about QueenTex. Sorry, what's the company name? Six Companions, right? So yeah, if you hear a different name, that's why. It's one B2C kind of brand name and one company name.
Six Companions is the biggest manufacturer of hosiery in Taiwan, and we also are the factory with the most categories of hosiery in the world. We have the newest machines, including a knitting machine from Italy named Lanati. We also have the wrap knitting machine from Germany named Maya. What's so special about the German Maya knitting machine? It was originally a machine that could only make fishnet pantyhose, so our company broke through the limitations of the machine so that this kind of net stocking machine that can be only used for pantyhose in Germany can now make sexy body stockings without any seams at all. There are no seams, neither on the crotch side nor on both sides. Therefore, this wrap knitting machine is regarded as a production technology that is unique in the world. Our markets cover 54 countries, and our main market is focused on the United States, which accounts for about half of our turnover, followed by Europe, which accounts for about 30% of turnover. In the rest of the world, we also have sales in Australia, Japan, and Russia. In addition, we also help major global brands produce their own merchandise. However, we are not merely a manufacturer of pantyhose, but also make sexy and attractive lingerie, which is both stylish and comfortable to wear. We're sure that you and your partner won't be disappointed. And we have styles to appeal to everyone. Besides, sexy lingerie is not just sexy lingerie. We can also help customers to sew lace or use our machines to embroider the product. Furthermore, we can reduce the fabric and also can reduce a lot of workload of the handiwork and make for a better quality product.
All right, there we go. So that was the QueenTex promo. And finally, she's been, as I say, waiting in the wings for some time. Let's bring on Samina from the Smart Hosiery Company. Hi, Samina.
Hi.
Thank you for being so patient.
No, it's okay.
Nice to talk to you this morning. And so, yeah, where are you calling us from? Also Taipei region?
No, we are in mid of Taiwan. It's called Shetou, the socks hometown.
Okay, Sock City. And
Yeah.
so what's that like to live and work in? I know Taipei is a big bustling international city. What's your area like? Is it a bit quieter?
Our area is kind of like a countryside, but have a lot of guava yard. It's kind of fruit. The guava.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds really nice.
Yeah, this is a town for guava and also for socks.
Yeah, fantastic. Guava and socks. I mean, what a wonderful holiday. Now, so you're from the Smart Hosiery Company. Perhaps you could intro the company a little bit. Tell us some of the highlights.
Yeah, sure. As everybody knows, Taiwan is the hometown of the socks. This history is much earlier than China or else. With Smart Hosiery, we established since 1971 from my father's generation. We have around for more than 50 years. And until now, we are still here. And I think there must be a reason. We started from the kids' cartoon character socks like Looney Tunes, Mickey Mouse, and 650 years ago. And around 20 years ago, our customer brought us to do the fashion lady socks and woman tights. And nowadays, we for sure have the high-tech functional sports socks and our specialized, the creative fun socks. Follow the trend of the world. We do a lot of input and changes during these past 50 years. Our background of OEM with those big brands, like, you can take a look, like all these brands that Bombas, Costco, Casbah, Guess, Disney, and their high standards train our teams has to meet a certain quality requirement. And the strict delivery control also made us have to lock the promised lead time that we offered. Otherwise, you will get into trouble, the big trouble. Everyone knows quality and lead time are the two keys of the business. And I know the last and the most important one is the price. And I have to say, this is really challenge when 15 to 10 years ago, China sock is very, very cheap, I have to say. And Taiwan almost cannot compete with them. So for those years, many Taiwanese factories in our town closed as their second generation dislike to continue the business. Only few of them, include us, still try to stay strong here. But to be honest, this is really a big hit for all of us. And why we are here still today? It is not because we could do the same low price as China, since everybody knows that is really hard. And it is because we Taiwanese are patient to wait for the opportunity back. We don't mind the business is small or even the new customer might just treat us as like a sample maker. If you open your mind, at least I think so, if you open your mind, the business is everywhere. So since 5 to 10 years ago, China cost is getting higher. Finally, they're getting higher. And in order to survive from this stock price war, Taiwan trying to cost down while our quality and service still stay high. So I agree we might still hire somehow, but not far from China nowadays for the same level of socks. My customer told me they rather to pay few more pennies instead of huge chargeback from their customers. So to work with Taiwan, make them feel comfortable because we are reliable. So this is a time you should work with Taiwan if you want to do a long-term business. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So very interesting issues you've raised there, and actually we will, I think, return to some of those topics in a little while.
Yes.
Although, well, as Samina has suggested, it seems like the hosiery industry, to a degree, is coming out of a bit of a tough patch. And if I can go to Diane, because of course you represent the whole Manufacturers Association, what would you say to the buyers, the international sourcing professionals watching this video? What would you say to them about, why is now a good time to be getting into the hosiery business?
Oh, okay. First of all, socks and hosiery products are consumer products. Everyone has them. There is demand everywhere in the world. On the other hand, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, life and consumption habits have changed. Stay-at-home economic and contactless economic became the main lifestyle. So we can say that when people exercise more, they spend more on it. This includes equipment, activewear, accessories, and of course, socks includes leggings and other hosiery products such as yoga socks or lingerie. People also start to pay more attention to healthcare products. Prevention is better than cure. Some socks or hosiery products have different functionality through the use of the functional materials or are produced with high technical machines. Compression socks and anti-embarrassment stockings are such products. Respond to green consumption, most of Taiwan hosiery and socks suppliers strive to make sustainable socks by using recycled PET yarn, coffee yarn, or other recycled materials. Another category to pay attention to within this industry is lingerie segment. While restrictions are loosening up, the pandemic still isn't over. We have recorded higher sales volume of sexy lingerie in 2020 while the world was in lockdown. In conclusion, you should get into the hosiery and socks industry now because there are full of new business opportunities. Okay.
All right. Yeah, very interesting. Thank you. So that's a lot of categories of, specific categories on an upswing. Maybe the general public or the general sourcer might not be aware of, which gives some new opportunities to get some market share that otherwise might be locked out by the existing suppliers in your market. I mean, let's go to Yvonne from QueenTex. I mean, do you have a similar kind of point of view from the experience of the last couple of years?
Okay. I think although the hosiery business is part of the whole apparel and textile industry, it also plays an important role. Pantyhose products are consumable that people regularly buy because they are quickly used and will be replaced over. So the sales have increased steadily in recent years. Hosiery products are not only be used as daily wear for office workers, but are also fashion accessories. Pantyhose can do magic to your leg. It can perfect your skin color. It's the easiest way to adapt working wardrobe and give a great look to customer investment pieces. Besides, hosiery is not just limited to socks and pantyhose. QueenTex has transformed the pantyhose into body stocking styles and also create many different categories such as bodysuits, mini dresses, etc. The sexy body wears become an overnight sensation after their release and were well received around the world. Moreover, we've been improving the product style and performance to adapt the international market trend. So there are so many kinds of diversified hosiery products for buyers to choose from. Yeah, that's my point of view. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Yvonne. And Samina, what about you?
Yes.
What do you? Good time to get into socks or not? What do you think?
I think this is a right time for now to get into the socks business with Taiwan, because just like I said, my last answer already involved a lot of about the answer about this question. Because since 20 years ago, China is really, really cheap. I have to say, we almost cannot compete with them. And then why we still can survive? One is because um, we are getting lower. I have to say, we have to, because this is the way to survive. And then while we get down and China is getting higher, I mean the cost. However, I have to say, when the costs get down, normally the quality and the service will get low. But Taiwanese is like, we're still the same high for the quality and service, but our price getting lower. And China is getting higher for their price, but their service getting lower. If you know the communication, the super headache communication problem to deal with China, then you will see why I said so. So after the 10 years, the stock price war between Taiwan and the China, and also include like Vietnam or the Cambodia, whatever, those countries that who can offer very cheap stocks for the North American countries. And then my customers starting to see, to buy from China, they prefer to pay more to buy a security. So I think this is right. This is a good time for them to think about this, and then to choose Taiwan as a good partner. Thank you. This is my thinking.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So you've actually also answered my next question. So I think I'll come back to Diane on this one. I mean, Samina's outlined some quality and lowering price type answers, but yeah, I think a lot of people, if we've convinced them, let's get into stocks, they might think, well, I could source stocks from China, Vietnam, Cambodia, maybe even Indonesia, or that's more textiles. So Diane, why do you think, or what does Taiwan offer as a sourcing location that makes it better than somewhere else?
I want to first introduce the history of hosiery in Taiwan. You will be surprised to hear that near 90% of all Taiwanese socks circulated in the international market actually come from Tsao. It is sock village in Changhua, central Taiwan. It was here that the socks industry took root during World War II. Today, there are about 200 hosiery factories in Changhua. It is typical coastal industrial in Taiwan, with a very complete industrial chain. This localized industrial chain is extremely flexible, resilient, and innovative. It can respond immediately to produce small quantity orders, and it can also shorten delivery time and ship quickly. Products from our members include pantyhose, tights, body stockings, and stockings that prevent varicose veins. Sports socks include all kinds of stockings, working and medicine, compression stockings, etc. In the catalog of outdoor leisure, we have bicycle socks, mountaineering, skiing, waterproof socks, and gloves, etc. Taiwan Hosiery Association members serve their customers in various ways, such as OEM, ODM, and OBM, to benefit both parties. In the past 60 years, THMA members have earned a high reputation by making good quality products, providing updates, designs, and making on-time deliveries. That is why products of the best and most famous brands in the world are manufactured by THMA members. Taiwan Hosiery is your reliable business partner. We look forward to working with you.
All right, thank you, Diane. And just to give Yvonne the right of reply as well, from your perspective, how do you think that Taiwan hosiery stands out from regional competitors?
Okay. Although the hosiery is originated from America, for the men. But Taiwan revolutionized the hosiery industry, which has been developing for more than 50 years, with a wide variety of products such as women's stocking, pantyhose, fashionable socks, and the various sexy bodywear. Taiwan manufacturers not only focus on technological upgrading, but also keep improving quality to expand international markets. In the earlier age, to take advantage of low costs, some hosiery makers showed their manufacturing operations to China in 1990. They attempted to reduce labor costs, but the low price has caused severe quality problems. Until now, lots of Taiwanese suppliers, including us, QueenTex, still rooted in Taiwan and emphasizes the products made in Taiwan. We insist on quality, reasonable price, and innovation, so customers are still willing to return to us and keep placing orders. Although our products might not be able to compete with the low price in mainland China, our commitment to product development and quality control has always been highly appreciated by our customers. I think Taiwan's advantages are we are motivated and detail-oriented in handling our customers' development cases. We are not only focused on selling products, we also regard our customers as our family and trying to achieve a win-win situation. Always take the customer's need as our priority. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Yvonne. So yeah, that's well, you've outlined some ways in which Taiwanese suppliers differ from their competitors. Do you have any tips for people if they want to effectively work with suppliers from Taiwan? Are there differences that they should know about before contacting a supplier in Taiwan or before placing an order?
Yeah, sure. I think some buyers might not really understand the difference between Taiwan and China. Actually, Taiwanese suppliers are mostly different in culture, and you can experience the way in doing business with Taiwanese suppliers. And most Taiwanese suppliers are kind, passionate, and responsible. Always take the client's needs seriously, and strive for a win-win relationship with clients. I think there are some tips we would like to share with buyers who want to work with Taiwanese suppliers. Firstly, please tell us what your expectation of the product is clearly. Secondly, please tell us what's your budget and your target price. Finally, I suggest that buyers should shop around to compare these different suppliers. Then you will know what kind of suppliers you would like to work with. For example, we used to talk about the explain your expectation of the product clearly. We have an example from a customer from New Zealand who wanted to develop a rootless fishnet diet. In the beginning, this customer sent us a document along with a picture named desired fishnet. But the real thing was that in that photo, the size on the fishnet hose was quite small, just like a diamond size. It was very small. On the contrary, the size on the fishnet hose in the document, in the customer's document, was a big size, like a fishnet. And in order not to make mistakes, we checked with the customer back and forth, and we even sent several samples with different size on fishnet hose to the customer for checking. Finally, we made the correct sample for our customer. I can show you some sample. There are a few samples here. This bigger size of the fishnet hose, we call them fishnet, or like the small size, the diamond size. For the diamond size, you can also see there are different sizes for the diamond net, or like this kind, super small net, super small hole. So it's very important to clarify what your expectation is, that we won't waste your time, because we also know that the time is precious for buyers. Buyers need to seize the time to catch the sales season. Yeah,
understood. Thank you. And Samina, what about your experiences? Do you find that there are some things that buyers ought to know when they're coming to Taiwan to order socks and hosiery?
Yes, it's my last answer. It already tells what Taiwan could do, like stable quality, good communication, and a reasonable price. This is getting clear and clear to the buyers recent years. I can say the buyers who contact to Taiwan maker, they already know what they want is the guarantee and the long-term relationship. So Taiwan factories not pick the order size. At least we don't. As long as not make the factory loss. For door open, we're willing to treat the business as an investment upfront. Even the beginning is a zero profit or even with a little loss. More than what I have mentioned, we could also offer our experience and our patience. I think Taiwanese has the biggest difference with China is our attitude to face the problem, especially after the production shifts. We will not disappear, but take full responsibility if the problem happened on factory side. Even if it's not on our side, we're still willing to stand with our customer and see how we could do to help them solve the problem as a partner. And you know what? After my 20 years in socks business, I almost think this is like a know-how to be a Taiwan maker nowadays.
I see. Thank you. And then to come to Diane last of all on this question, I mean, so our other two guests, of course, are very experienced and have decades, it turns out, of know-how in hosiery. But of course, they only work for one company each. Now, the Taiwan Hosiery Manufacturers Association must hear from lots of different companies. So from your perspective, what are the tips that you would give about working with Taiwan's suppliers?
Okay. Taiwan's makers of socks became too dependent on the low price market over the past 20 years, which gradually eroded their ability to design and develop new items. That deficiency has been especially telling at a time when the global market has turned toward distinct segments. On the other hand, China and South Korea has large-scale factories capable of producing large volume, low-price orders. Faced with very strong competition, most of our factories had been forced to reinvent themselves. Some jumped on the excise bandwagon, making of various outdoor activity socks, while others focused on socks for medical use or even on the red-hot smart textile market. Taiwan, known for its manufacturing flexibility and R&D prowess, specializes in orders involving high degree of difficulty that others are unwilling to touch. THMA members serve their customers in various ways, such as OEM, ODM, and OPM to benefit both parties. For example, Japan's limited edition socks orders requiring high quality and fancy styles respect the type of orders China's big factories are ill-suited to process. Aside from quantity, flexibility, and speed are Taiwan's hosiery strengths, also paramount survivable.
Thank you very much. And now I think I've kept you guys long enough. I have one more question on the list to go, and I'll bring this one to Diane first as well. And that is, what do you think that the future holds for socks and hosiery? Are there trends coming soon that we should look out for? Are there promising markets in different places around the world? Yeah, what is the future of hosiery?
Yes, in my opinion, there are three general directions. First, the industry will step into sustainable future and leave carbon footprint behind. Secondly, the combination of functionality of hosiery to create classic design with modern sustainable manufacturing and materials. Finally, smart wear is not just for apparel, but also accessories. Socks could be tagged as part of smart textile, especially for medical application, athletic training, or healthcare. In summary, there are 5 major trends in the new blue ocean of hosiery industry that everyone should be focused to pay attention to. First, fashion. Fashionable and sexy lingerie products already have a certain share in the market. Secondly, outdoor activities. People's willingness to spend more on functional outdoor sportswear and leisure wear is on the rise. For example, socks that perfectly fit to your feet, arch, stabilization, wicking, moisture absorbing antibacterial and anti-odor. Third, spatial functions, functions that create added value of products, for example, breathable waterproof socks and gloves. Fourth, green and environmental friendly products. More and more people are willing to pay more money for sustainable products made with recycled materials. Fifth, healthcare. The aging population and raising awareness of importance of studying health will create huge business opportunities in the industry. Taiwan hosiery suppliers are very seasoned in R&D. Some suppliers are already developing and producing products that meet the 5 trends I mentioned before, and are continuously improving our technology, R&D, and product performance to develop new products to fulfill market needs. So the hosiery market prospects are bold, and Taiwan Hosiery is your best business partner. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, some very specific trends to look out for there. I mean, Samina, from the point of view of the smart hosiery company, does that kind of match with what you see coming in the future?
Yes, like I just said, many about my opinion and the cost and things. I think it's better I just give an example that I experienced to share with everybody and to prove what I said is true. Like okay, like one of my customer, I guess this is one of my most successful customer, and this is the brand. They starting to work with us in Taiwan since the first day of the brand started. And this is, you can see this is a fancy design. And the most important is this is selling by 3 single pieces, not 3 pairs. It's a single pieces. You see, it's different sizes. So everything they sell is a 3 single size, 3 single socks. So you can see 3 single socks. So this is very fun and then very unique in the market. So from the beginning, who think who think people will buy this kind of socks in the market, especially this is all different socks. But one of my customer, they feel this idea is very interesting. So they go to this young man and said, okay, we want to do the business with you, and then they place us the order. But at the beginning, our customers, they because they almost forgot this is selling 3 single stocks, so they give us the order like 3 times, like 3 pair packs. So you can understand all our material and the packagings we order in 3 times. So this is a big loss. And then at the moment that we just we feel panic and shocked, but what we can do, we just tell our customer it's okay. We don't mind. We can just use the yarn in the future as long as you just keep placing the order with us, and then we will use them fine one day anyway, because it's starting from small, we all understand. So since that time, my customer, because they are big importer from New York, they just realize this is too small business for them. So they just tell the young man, hey, he's the founder of the brand. You can just work with my factory directly, because this is better communication between you and her, especially they like support this business from the big loss for the first order. So I always remember about 12 years ago, I met the founder in the W Hotel in Times Square. This is the first time I met with the boss. And then after the meeting, he just went outside with me out of the hotel and take the subway home. I just feel curious. I'm just stay upstairs in the hotel, and he told me no, I just borrowed the lobby to have a meeting with you because I don't have the money, and this is a free place and have the air condition because it's a very hot New York day and in the summer. So I just feel very interesting, and although they are so small, so you can imagine how small they are, and then so this is after the meeting we're starting to work with them since then. But their creative is not only on their this is not only on their designs, their colorful using, and then their special packaging designs. Like everything they're selling is the single socks only, but the packaging they design will never been easy. Like this one, this is a sock jar with a nice single socks inside. But what you can know what you buy from this box. If you move this, you will see you have this pair, you have this pair, you have this pair inside. So you will see what you can get from this box. So everything inside is single. It's a single. Everything is single. So those years we have so many crazy idea. And I have to say, in the first 5 years, this brand really rocked the US teenagers because it's really so popular. So just very quick, about 5 years later, we work with this brand, a big investment company from Israel. They bought this brand, but things starting to change because Israel mother company after bought the brand, they starting to check the money, and they want, because they saw the successful of the brand, and now they want to get the profit because this is why they buy this brand. So the new boss starting to talk about the cost, but Taiwan is really, for that moment, Taiwan is really cannot compete with China, as I just mentioned. So the new boss just moved all the socks ordered from Taiwan to 100% made in China. But no matter how we try to explain the quality difference between Taiwan and China, we also give some proof. But he only focused on the money. So I have to say, after they move the business to China, the brand is getting down. So now the brand is almost die. So we saw this brand. We feel very sad. We saw this brand from very small and very high, so successful, and now very small. So this is make us learn something. Anyhow, although we lose the business anyway because the brand already finished. But due to this training and experience, we also got a lot of like eye catch on our products. Like we have other business from other country. They do single socks as a pair, but it's different design as well. So very creative for Australia. This is our Australia brand. So we earn a lot of business due to this experience. And I have to say that is our patience. And then that is how we learn from the challenging and difficult things as a starting. And then we get other business from the other place. So
Yeah,
I
that's
would very
good.
appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
thank
is
you.
my
That
story.
must be, yeah, that must be inspiring for I think someone who's maybe has a small business or is unsure. It turns out that you can have a what seems like a crazy idea, and you can borrow a hotel lobby, and you could
Yes.
you could end up with it being a big deal. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. I mean,
Yes.
Yvonne, to come to you as well with this question about the future of socks, upcoming trends. What do you think from the point of view of QueenTex?
Okay. Now life is lived on change. That is the most radical change the COVID-19 lockdown has brought on the way we learn, the way we work, and the way we satisfy the primal urge. Everything has gone virtual in the last nearly 2 years. Although the pandemic may have hurt retail sectors, sales figures for niche goods, especially sexy toys and fetish lingeries, helped tell another story. Our sales last year has increased. A category that included bodysuits, cutlass body stocking, pantyhose, seamless mini dresses, Besides, due to the pandemic of COVID-19, the stay-home economy has been the trend, created more new opportunities. People are more focused on leisure life, and creating a comfortable home atmosphere is the main issue. Of course, erotic entertainment is also indispensable, so our sexy body wears can help it. Meanwhile, more social activities will be held at the fascination, so some fetish lingeries can be shown at the parties. Lots of clients launch out new items now. Orange pantyhose, rainbow color style, just behind me like this one. All kinds of fetish lingerie and sexy wears. These products are highly demanded. So definitely sales are expected to continue rising in the coming year. So I think now is a good time for buyers to get into this hosiery business and to add more diversified hosiery product to their product lines. And for our partners market, we are thinking more customers to build out a long-term relationship with, not limited in specific countries. We keep upgrading our abilities to develop, design, and communicate to solve problems and provide complete solutions. Our vision is to continuously serve clients in the wholesale market around the globe with a wide range of diversified quality products and a durable price based on our motto, quality, fashion, and delicacy. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Yvonne. Now, I've been looking at the comments, and to be honest, it seems like you've given everyone all the information they wanted. It's mostly just hellos. Let's just pop a few on. We have a hi from Yvonne. We have an acompanhamento from Azil Ferreira, which is Portuguese. So I guess they're in either Portugal or Brazil or Angola, I guess is also possible. Hello from Daniel, and just a string of hearts from Dirce Menegildo. So good job, everyone. You've made the viewers very happy. So thank you very much. Thank you so much for your time, Diane, Yvonne, and Samina. If you're watching this and you have any questions, you want to get in touch with any of our guests, you can click on the links below this video to be transported instantly to their globalsources.com profile pages, and you can send them a message that way. THMA as well. I think it's pretty easy to find their email address on the internet. So I'll say goodbye to Diane. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And goodbye to Yvonne. And Samina, I'll ask you just to hang around for a little bit longer. So bye for now, Yvonne. And now, Samina, I forgot to trail this earlier, but you also sent us a video about the Smart Hosiery Company.
Yes.
But this is a bit different, isn't it? Can you just tell us what we're going to see? Is it a product demo with the founder of the company? Is that right?
What do you mean? You mean the one that I met?
Yeah, so it's going to be showing off some of your leading products. Is that right?
Yeah, of course, because our special background from the character, those licensed socks. So for the graphing, we can do very detailed because, Disney or Warner Brothers, they were not required that they get their character, the Mickey Mouse's cousin. They look similar. No,
Yeah.
They cannot accept. They will have to be definitely exactly like how kids see from the cartoon. So we'll be trained can draw the character very detailed. It's a different program from it's not like a computer to make the painting. It's a special program you graph by dots. Graph like dot. Each dot is one stitches. So after we dot the stitches, then we can insert into the machine to become a sock. So you can see how is it difficulty to make that graph. And then after, through the 30 years experience, we can do that very well. So that helps us while we do the fashion socks, which is very quick items, that we still try to use the same spirit to make the fashion socks. So as a socks background, nowadays in Taiwan, of course everybody knows it's the sports everywhere. The functional socks. We cannot say we cannot do the sports socks as well, because we do, socks machine can do all type of the socks. Just only your customer give you what kind of order. So this is a sports socks we do. But you can see our sports socks is not just like the boring solid color black, nude, navy. We always fancy looking because we try to improve some fashion ideas, fun ideas into our sports socks. So I would say, while we happy your life, while we happy your feet, we also try to happy your life. This is one of our company's slogan.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for that. So I'll say goodbye to you now, Samina, and we'll play you out with that video that we were just mentioning. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
This. I hope you will like it.
This looks like a full dress sock. Wait a minute. It has the terry inside the foot?
Yes.
Wow, but it feels not like the regular sports sock that heavy, and it looks fashion and with a sense of taste.
Yes, because this is made by a special needle count that created for the man such like you, who likes the comfortable that terry sock can give to you, but dislike the heavy terry inside the shoes when daily wear. So when we have the new needle count sock, and this is called lightweight dress sporty. That means you can have your dress socks as daily wear, but also have a terry on sole to give you all-day pressure release for your feet.
Wow, this is cool. What a nice sock.
Yes, and not only this, look at the toe seam and feel it. See what you found?
Wait, is this the seamless?
Yes, this is called fake hand toe link or flat aerosol toe seam. It has the seam filled much more flat, so the seam won't bother your toes. This is very popular now for the middle to higher end quality of sock. Enjoy your new sock.
Okay, thank you so much. I will love it, definitely. Everybody knows Taiwan is famous for its textile. Taiwan socks also did the global socks market in the past 40 years. Can you tell us more about Smart Hosiery history?
Yes, sure. Smart Hosiery is established since 1971 and started from my father as the first generation. More than 47 years experience in socks produce field. We OEM for many famous international brand and chain store as the board in the back. All these great socks and high quality socks are all made in Taiwan. So, MIT, go, go, go!
Yes, this is cool. So except this dress sock for men, what else Smart Hosiery can do?
We do basically all type of sock and hosiery that you will need. From fashion, medical to sports, we all covered. And the size, we can do from this big to this big. We welcome OEM and ODM requests from over the world, and the term is FOB Taiwan basically. Our MOQ is flexible. Basically 100 dozens, which is 1,200 pairs per SKU is acceptable. And the price, we are not the cheapest sock maker, but based on our quality and service, we are pretty sure our price is reasonable and flexible too. When the quantity is bigger, the price is adjustable to fit your quantity accordingly. Our customer told us Taiwan is the country that they will never give up since we are flexible more, we quality more, and we reliable more. So even our price would be few cents higher than China or other Asian country we provide. But one most important thing that no one can compete is our responsibility to face any issues on production after shipped. We stand with our customer and fix the issues together with our customer. Smart Hosiery will always be here. We look for long-term business together, not just for one-time business. To think about this, they even feel Taiwan price is kind of economic and valuable.
There we go, man. That was a pretty information-packed hour of hosiery. And my thanks again to Samina from Smart Hosiery Company, to Yvonne from QueenTex, and to Diane from the Taiwan Hosiery Manufacturers Association. If all that seemed a lot to take in, never fear. This is just the first of a series of live streams on the hot topic of sock sourcing, which we will be bringing to you over the coming weeks and months. So stay tuned for more of that. Like and subscribe to get the updates in your stream. Click the bell icon, as they say on YouTube, to get notified. And I would be remiss if I did not remind you that right now is the Go Sourcing special event on the app and on globalsources.com. Simply go to the direct order page and you will start getting discount vouchers and double sourcing club reward points for various activities. Check out our social media feeds to find the little demo video that I and my colleague RV made just the other day to walk you through it. It's about 10 minutes long, I would say. Nothing too difficult. Yeah, and you can skip the second half because it's pretty much just showing you how to do it on the desktop version as well as the mobile one. So, all right, thank you to our guests. Thank you for watching. Thanks to producer RV for keeping the lights flashing and the dials whirring back of house on the live stream. And until next time, take care.